Oh, let me tell you, I'm so excited about it. And we literally have tried to make it as Christmassy and sparkly as possible. So the first thing, so when Oliver Cheshire from the town centre, when he first contacted me and said, can we do it? The idea was, okay, we're going to have some live animals and we'll have characters and dressed up and people can kind of see it. And I'm like, right, how can we make it as Christmassy as possible? So contacted the Salvation Army band, because you can't get a more Christmassy sound, can you, than the Salvation Army band. So they said, yeah, we'll come play, no problem at all. They were straight in. And then other people have kind of jumped in off the back of it as well. And I wanted to have a choir as well, because you know when you've got a crowd of people and we say, hey, let's sing a Christmas carol, and everyone kind of sings like by mumbling because they're like a little bit embarrassed. But if you've got a secret choir like sewn into the audience, then when they start singing loudly, everyone starts singing loudly. That's just what happens, isn't it?
Yes.
So we've got our choir, which are, I don't know how many people in the choir, like 30, 40 people in the choir.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's going to be some power to that.
Yeah.
And when I hear live animals and Christmas event, I always think of that Vicar of Dibley episode.
There's always that danger.
Which is, I mean, thrilling. That gets me wanting to go there. Definitely.
Yeah, well, our sheep are going to be in the audience with the shepherds and the animal handlers there.
It just
so
gets
that
better and better.
as you enter, you can like touch the sheep if you're not allergic, obviously. But the horses and the Shetland pony, they kind of come round the corner and they kind of come past the audience into a little pen at the front of the stage. So that's how those happen.
Pony.
We haven't got a camel, sadly.
I'm not. Do you think we've got any camels on the Isle of Man?
I don't think we have.
I'm not aware of any.
If you're listening at home and you have a camel,
Yeah,
166
in your living
177.
room.
Contact us next year. Not now.
Or contact the MSPCA if it's just there uninvited, of course. It's just wandered in. So this is Christmas. Is it Christmas Live Nativity? Is that the sort of overall theme? Is it? Or?
It is the Nativity story, but it's just called Christmas Live. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And there's a website, christmaslive.im, which is very nice and simple. But the Douglas Town Centre Partnership, they're the ones who've asked us to do it. It's on their Facebook page as well, and you can just go straight to the Eventbrite ticket thing from there. So it's nice. It's really nice and easy to get to. And Ollie's been doing some live footage. He came to one of our choir rehearsals, so the Bohemian Coffee House on Victoria Street gave us their venue for free to practice in. So 3 times we kind of took over from 6 till 7, and they gave us the space and gave us free water and stuff like that while we sang. It was really, really nice of them.
Lovely.
Yeah. So that was fantastic. He came and did a little. In fact, we were so good at singing, I have to tell you, that he did his Facebook live broadcast, and Facebook muted half of it because it thought we were recording.
That is the ultimate compliment.
How cool
isn't
is that? I mean, it's annoying / complimentary. So,
when we were in Jesus, when I was in Jesus Christ Superstar, there were lots of people. There was rumours going around that we were singing to a backing track because the orchestra behind the screen were so fabulous that people couldn't believe it was live music. Happens, doesn't it?
it does happen. It happened
Manx
to
talent,
us.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
Manx talent.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Well, isn't there? And tickets are only £2, aren't they? Which I think is just a bargain.
Yeah, and all of that's going to charity. So the event has been sponsored, so that when people get their ticket, that £2 is split then between Gry and Motivate. We wanted to, it's a season when people do struggle, so we wanted to give that money out to where people are struggling. So homelessness and addiction issues kind of are the 2 places where we tried to put it.
So will the evening sort of follow the traditional sort of storyline? Will it be sort of basically a nativity with this music and animals dotted round, or are you sort of following that great storyline, or how are you doing
I'm glad you asked. So I am like a showman. So we've got a big stage, and then just off the big stage is like my podium where I'm like 6 foot up in my showman outfit.
Marvellous.
And I basically narrate through the Christmas story. So we start with a Christmas carol. And then to woo Mary and Joseph to the stage, we've got Manx Operatic Society singing "Mary, Did You Know?"
Oh, lovely.
So as the Shetland pony, which Mary won't be riding, comes round, they're singing that, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so beautiful." Then we talk about the shepherds and the visit of the angels, and to kind of woo the shepherds and the sheep to the stage, we've got the wonderful Manx Radio's Christy de Haven. And she is going to be singing a rewritten version of Hallelujah.
Oh, beautiful.
So the audience can sing along Hallelujah, Hallelujah in between the choruses. So that woos the sheep to the stage.
That's what she's doing. She's rehearsing.
Yeah,
there we are.
go. See, now we know.
Yep. And then for the arrival of the kings, so there's the kings are going to come on their horses kind of from the back of the audience through. And Tim Price wrote a special piece of music for the Manx Passion, which was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so we've taken one of his pieces from that. He's given us permission to use that. So that kind of is like an Eastern feel Manx written piece of music. So that's on while that and at the same time while they arrive, we've got 3 volunteers from the audience who are going to be carrying the gifts behind them. We're going to have a volunteer person to dress up as the angel on the stage. So we've got a massive angel costume with the wings and a sword and everything. So he gets to stand on the stage, or she gets to stand on the stage too. What else is happening? Oh, to warm up the show at the start, I contacted my friend Jenna, who's in the Revelettes, which is this new group, who are amazing.
Yep.
And I said, yeah, since you've been doing some Christmassy songs, don't suppose you'd like to warm up our audience? And she's like, oh, I'm seeing the girls tonight. I'll ask them. And it's a yes.
Oh my goodness.
So they're the warm-up
Great.
acts. I mean,
That's
how cool
so
is that?
good. That's brilliant. What a variety as well. There's something for everyone there.
A great and mixed bag. So the whole evening is going to be what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? What do you reckon?
Oh, no, it's only 45 minutes.
45 minutes, right?
There's
Okay.
going to be
So-
kids and it's going to be
Yep.
cold.
Yep.
So I was selfishly thinking of my own children, thinking they do not want to stand for longer than about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is condensed into 45 minutes. So 6 o'clock for 45 minutes, then we get everyone out, and there's a second show at 7:30.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay,
two
so
shows
two sittings.
kind
Yep.
of back to back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, oh, splendid. So you get 2 shots. If you can't get down there for the early one, obviously you have another chance
Yeah,
later on,
head
which is
down a bit
rather
later.
splendid. Excellent. And so just to remind us again then where it is taking place. It is tomorrow evening here in Douglas. Exactly where should people go?
So it's Villier Square. So if you don't know where Villier Square is, if you're walking from Marks and Spencer's to the sea, and you get like halfway past the singing Christmas tree, you just turn right behind where KFC used to be, and there's like a big concrete square there, kind of like encased by the RBS building and all that space there.
Yeah.
You won't be able to miss it though, because we'll have like lights and stage and music playing and animals hanging out. So that's the place. That's the place to go. And you have to kind of, we're wanting people to get tickets in advance, but you can do a walk-in ticket.
Okay.
So if people are just doing their shopping,
Yeah.
they can just come.
Roll in.
Fantastic. So chance to get them
great.
beforehand, or if you're really rushed and you want to get down, then you've just heard about it, then you can get in on the night, as it were. 2 shots, the earlier one and the late one, and fingers crossed on the weather.
Yeah.
I know it's been a bit up and down of late, but I take it it'll be going ahead, and even if it's a bit damp, will it? It's sort of,
Oh yes, yeah.
as long as there's
Just
nothing-
wrap up
Yeah.
dryly.
Yeah. Stay cozy.
Yeah.
Wise advice indeed. Many thanks for, I know you've been busy, so thanks very much for dropping in to tell us about that. Best of luck. I don't know if I say best of luck or break a leg, one of the two, but either way, hope it goes well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank